Now, the ban on the suspension on the construction of ongoing gas stations that came into effect in 2017 has been lifted, meaning gas stations that were under construction before the ban can now be completed. This is because Cabinet at its 35th sitting held on August 3rd, 2022, granted a special dispensation to allow for the completion of the construction of stranded LPG facilities. In a letter communicating this outcome, the National Petroleum Authority is asking all oil marketing companies and liquefied petroleum gas marketing companies to resubmit the application to the authority. We understand the LPG marketers are currently logged in a meeting to decide on the next line of action to take, and it is likely to call off the strike and to start selling gas to the citizenry. Joining us on phone is Mohammed Abdul Kudus, who is Communications Manager of the NPA. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, what went on in arriving at this particular decision, and what do we expect going forward?
Thank you very much. So, like we've been stating, is the discussion between the authority and the ministry and government as the bigger body. And yesterday at Cabinet, that approval was actually granted. And there was a suspension of the earlier ban that was placed on the filling stations that were ongoing in construction. So what it means is that all of them that were ongoing prior to the suspension can now get back to site after clearing one or two things with the authority, and then they would be able to complete their stations. And I think that was a very big issue that the players within the industry kept knocking at the doors of the NPA and government to get it lifted. And now that I think that it has been lifted, it is a giant leap in the process to getting them back at work so that they can continue to supply the product. And I think we need to thank Cabinet for listening.
Well, we thought that it was only the LPG marketers who were up in arms against the Cabinet on this one. But your statement also encourages all marketing companies to resubmit their permit. What does that mean? Does it open way for other filling stations which are non-gas to also go ahead and complete?
Oh, not at all, not at all. The ban was actually specific. It was to the LPG filling stations that were under construction. It was not the rest of them. The rest of them have been ongoing, and we've been issuing a permit for construction as and when you meet our requirement. This one was specific to the gas filling station. What we are now asking them is that, yes, there was a suspension, yes, the suspension has been lifted, but you need to resubmit to your documents so that at least we guarantee that we are all on one page. Then you can go.
Because your statement mentioned all oil marketing companies, that's why I wanted to understand, what does that really mean in that statement?
You know, but when we do the letters, we normally would do copies, right? We do copies. I don't have the letter right in front of me, but I know that the communique was specific. It had to do with the LPG filling stations, not the other ones that has to do with diesel and petrol, because like I said, they have actually been ongoing. And we've been issuing permits every now and then, depending on your ability to meet our criteria. So that has not been an issue at all.
Okay. Since this went out, have you heard from the LPG marketers, and what have they been telling you? What's their decision now? Oh,
I've not officially heard from them, even though informally I'm told there's something going on and we are expecting to hear from them pretty soon. We're hoping for good news because obviously the implication for the suspension of their work is really dire for all of us, and we're praying that having to have made this giant leap in the struggle, I think that they should be a calling of their strike and immediately resume business. We're hoping to hear from them soon, but I shouldn't be pretending to be their spokesperson and be speaking on what they're going to do. But we're hopeful from our end that given what has been done, they should be getting back to business and getting the product supply to the consuming public.
Thank you very much. Mohammed Abdul Kudus is Communications Manager for the NPA. We will bring you details or latest on that particular one from the LPG Marketers Association point of view on our subsequent bulletins. We'll take a quick break. We will return with details from the world of business. Stay with us.